What do you think? How does it sound to you? Vazzi. Vazzi.
Vazzi. I like it.
Yes.
Vazzi. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds really cool. I don't know like if you like it for yourself, but it sounds cool.
I asked Kendra yesterday. I was like, "Help me out," and she started laughing, and she gave me that idea. I was like, "Fucking amazing!"
Yeah, it was like when we asked Pavlaka
Because
and
the
like it
only thing
took
that's
2 seconds.
yeah. The only thing that harasses people is that C and Z. So she just
Yeah.
dropped out the
Yeah,
C
that's
and
actually
made it without
genius.
A.
Yeah.
Vazzi. Because when somebody say Vazzi, it sounds like Vazri. I can kind of, like a dog, turn around on my name.
Yeah,
Vazri.
yeah. Kind of like a dog.
Yeah, that's all I always think about when someone calls you, you turn around. You don't even know you turn around. It's like a dog. It's like an instinct, natural movement that you're not aware of. And especially us Serbians.
Mm,
Because the reason why I say like a dog is because I have literally 10 to 15 nicknames, and my wife American was amazed how much nicknames I have. She didn't understand that I am able to be called out on a lot of nicknames.
yeah, and respond to all of them.
Žiča,
Yeah.
Živac, Žile, Žikica, Žuća, Živadin, Živac. And she was like, "That's not your name? Wow, that's another of your names? Wow, you have another name?" And then she was like, "How you know all those nicknames of yours?" I'm like, "I don't know. My body reacts on them. It's just like a dog, like literally like a dog. I
Yeah,
have
but
10
to be
nicknames
fair,
for
like
different people."
it's not just like a Serbian thing. It's like it's kind of you because you hang out with like a lot of different people and groups. So like you got a lot
Yeah, but
of
like, yeah, but no, you gotta understand. You didn't.
yeah.
Not saying that you didn't, but I just spent so much more
Yeah,
time
I
in
agree.
like
I understand. Like I
um
wasn't living in another country
with
for nearly as long.
foreigners, like
Yeah.
yeah, with foreigners. So I can tell you with experience meeting a lot of foreigners. We Serbians, or let's say Balkan peoples,
Hmm.
instead of calling people by name, we actually give everybody
Oh,
nicknames.
okay, okay. I
Americans
understand now
don't
what
give
you mean. I
nicknames,
understand what you mean.
Like black people give nicknames. JD, the knife, the killer, the this, the killer bee. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking,
yeah,
they
I
give
get it.
nicknames. But like foreigners don't really give nicknames as much as we give nicknames, like Conan, like Pavlaka, I don't know, we have a lot of, like, all of our people are not ever called by names.
Yeah, 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 true, true,
Like
true.
Doofy, Daba. Like my wife was like, "What the fuck? Like I gotta learn their names
Yeah, we
and their
actually don't.
10
Yeah, we
nicknames."
actually most of us don't even have names in a way. We just have nicknames.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's the big difference between them and us. And that's what I say like a dog, because I have 10 people calling me different nicknames. Somebody call me
Mm.
Živac, somebody call me Žiča,
Yeah,
somebody call me Žiki,
you're reacting to all of it.
and I react on them all the same. And my wife is like, "How do you remember all those nicknames?" I'm like, "I don't. My body reacts like I'm a dog. When you make me, when you learn me
Yeah.
that I'm Max, I'm Max. And when somebody else call me Maxi and he gives me food, I'm Maxi, bro. like,
I mean,
like
it's
I really
genius
thought
because
of
that's
this
basically how
thing.
it works. Yeah, like, that's a perfect way to describe it. Seriously.
Put effort in like I put time into thinking about our nicknames, our what we do, like Ortak, like like we don't really give nicknames to females that much. We call them by their last name or name, but males, all of them have
Or
nicknames.
we use like generic ones like cutie and shit like
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
Like sweetie, cutie,
Bebo.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah. But think about it, like none of our friends is ever called by
I mean,
name.
honestly, you know what I love?
Only the uncool ones, the boring ones. For example, I was really
I
long
mean,
time
kind of
friend
true.
with Nale, Petar Nale, but we never gave him a nickname because he was always
Yeah,
he's Nale, bro.
kind of what I wanted to say is like, yeah, like that's what I was trying to get at with you as well, because it's like it's all true now that I think about it. Like what you're saying, I understand definitely that you're saying that like yeah, we have nicknames much more than like some other like countries and people, but it's also like you. are going into a lot of different groups and a lot of like different people meet you, and you're also interesting. Because like for me, I wasn't like sometimes like sticking around with a lot of groups, but like I remember like almost every time we go to like a trip or something, I get like a new nickname, and then I sometimes like forget it. But you know, like sometimes I get like the most random nicknames, and I'm sure that's very similar for you, in the way of like, you know, like you don't remember probably even like 1/3 of your nicknames, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
But
like
sometimes it happens, and it's like nothing new.
yeah, and it's also like, you know, like you meet some people, but like then you don't hang out with them for quite a while, but they found a nickname for you basically, and like use that, but it's just in that group, and then you forget about them because you don't see them for like 10 years, you know? Like I had some really weird nicknames. For
I don't know.
example,
For example, I don't think I ever in my life, like mom and dad, like I never told to my mom by her name. I never called her by her
yeah,
name.
yeah.
I can
get it.
say same for you or Pavlak. I never called you Philip.
Yeah, that's
Philip.
fucking weird.
Or I ever experienced to somebody to say my friend Philip.
Dude,
Like,
now that I
imagine
think
me telling
about
you
it,
now, Philip,
it's
Philip,
so fucking
Philip,
like for example,
Philip.
Pavlaka, I call him Nebojša sometimes because like we've been in some situations where it's like, let's say a business situation or this or that, so I'm kind of forced. But like for you, for example, like I don't remember if I ever said Alexa. Like it's so weird.
Said Alexa, ever. It sounds weird. When you tell Alexa, it's like, to me, it's like, that's not my name.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know, man.
You know, only Vuk tells me Alexa, and I got used to it. But still, to this day, after 10 years, it's like, sound like I don't like my name. I love my name. But when I hear my friends calling me Alexa, to me, it gives me feeling like I hate the name. Like it
I
gives me
get
the
what you mean.
body chemic. Like I don't
Yeah,
like the
yeah, I
name,
get
but
it.
I love my name. But it's just the chemic
Yeah,
is like
yeah, it's
something.
that's why
sounds wrong.
it's a perfect example of what you said with like a dog comparison, because it's like basically like you don't feel
Yeah,
right,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
you're not.
You train me. You train
Yeah.
me, bro. You train me on my nickname. That's what I'm saying. Like Debeli. For example, Andrei. Like, who wants to be called Debeli? But he's trained. And he is called around. When you say Debeli, he's
Yeah,
turning
he's
his
turning.
head, bro, like a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, literally.
And he doesn't want
Yeah,
that, but
Debeli, by
he
the
is
way,
that.
to anyone listening, Debeli is literally like fatso. That's the nickname we had for one of our friends
Fatty, like fatty,
in
fatso, yeah. For a lot of our
primary
friends,
school.
and it's normalized in Serbia. It's
Yeah,
not really bad. People don't get insulted when you tell them they're fat in our country, so it's a little bit different
unless you're a girl,
for the
but depends on
listeners.
the girl as well.
Even to a girls is said a lot, but it's not. They're not like, like they're not gonna go cry or like talk to on Facebook that somebody hurt their feelings and stuff like that. Like it's different. People are a little tougher, and people will tell you if you gained weight and you look bad. People will actually tell you look bad, you look fat.
Wait.
And I respect that around our country, because here in USA, for example, nobody will tell you, bro, you gain weight. What the fuck are you doing with your life? Really nobody will tell you. Here, like, people are too polite, and they're not really helping each other like that. But it is what it is. Where is this fucker, bro?